We love the Osmo. It is the best vlogging camera. It's the most powerful camera that we've used for live. It's just a very powerful camera for live streaming, I guess I should say. There was huge news this week. I want to quote from thenewcamera.com, and this is what they said. One of the first high-resolution photos of the official retail packaging for the DJI Osmo Pocket 4 Creator Combo has surfaced over the web. Usually you can bring this up. Thanks to the image, we are getting the clearest look available yet, with all the possible set of core specifications visible on the backside of the packaging, confirming the major specifications of the upcoming camera, which include a 1-inch sensor, 14 stops of dynamic range, and 107 gigabyte built-in storage with blazing 800 megabytes per second transfer speeds, 2x lossless zoom, and a full suite of creator-focused accessories. Here's exactly what DJI is advertising on the packaging. And I'm going to just read these again because it lists all of them out. A 1-inch sensor with 14 stops of dynamic range, which is new, right? It gives you more creative control, like an aperture, basically. A massive leap for low-light performance on HDR video. 10-bit D-Log color support, which basically is a way to allow creators to color grade their things. 2x lossless zoom. I think that this is an interesting one. I bet you it comes from the larger sensor, that it's probably going to be an optical quality zoom because it's going to just crop to the center, but there's going to be enough pixels for it to remain a 4K or 1080p camera. I bet, I'm not certain, but I bet you that's what's going to be happening. This one's interesting, and I'm curious about what your reaction is to it, Benji. An 107 gigabyte, I don't know why that number, built-in storage instead of using an SD card, plus 800 megabytes per second data transfer, everything there. And then a couple of other things. Active Track 7 with intelligent focusing, Osmo Audio with 4-channel output, 3-axis stabilization, and rotatable touchscreen. Those are kind of the basic specs that are coming out for the Osmo Pocket 4. When you hear that, you've been notably skeptical of the Pocket 4. Is there anything that stands out to you there that you might be interested in using in terms of all of those specs?
Yeah, well, the first thing I would say is it's always exciting when you have a new camera and it's got some amazing tools. Just to give some context, I've been using the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 for now religiously 2 years.
Wow.
I've probably filmed over 350 vlogs with it. I've been saying up to this day, it's the perfect vlog camera. I don't actually have a lot of things I want to fix on it. So adding 107 gigabytes of what do you call it? Storage on board.
Yeah.
It's actually a great thing because there have been times where I forgot the SD card and I need it. So having that backup, but to me, it's people are going to fill that up real quick.
Yeah,
okay?
very true.
But still amazing. 2, it's almost as if the microphone is the microphone going to come with the original like camera?
I think it does come in the creator pack.
And if that,
here.
in the creator pack, not like that
pack.
standalone.
I'm not certain.
Yeah. I think like if it comes with it, that's a huge bonus because that's what makes the Osmo great. And outside of that, there's not really much else I'm pumped about. And I've been saying this for a while. I'm just excited that the Osmo 3 is going to be cheaper probably. Okay. Now, to be fair though, I haven't used the 4, so I want to use the 4. But if the 4 is better than the 3, it's definitely exciting because the 3 is just the perfect creator camera, especially for vloggers. And what else was I excited about in terms of benefits of the new one? I think the only other thing is maybe the low light ability.
I think low light zoom and storage and all those things, right?
The zoom is a big one because I've told you when I need to zoom on something, I use my phone.
Yeah, exactly.
So like I'll pull up my phone for the zoom shots, right? Because the iPhone has a great zoom function, but I don't use my Osmo for that. But now I'm able to because does it have an optical zoom?
This one I think is an optical quality zoom. Because there's supposed to be like a Pocket 4 Pro as well that I think has like at least several lenses, maybe some type of periscope thing going, which would be purely optical, right? It's using the actual glass to do the zooming. This one I think is the clever trick that the iPhone uses, which is that it's a 48 megapixel sensor. And so at 1x, it has this thing, right? It gets the whole sensor. But at 2x, it goes in and it crops in. But there's so many pixels that they can still do a full quality image, but it just doesn't get the whole sensor.
Yeah, so that's awesome, right? I'll tell you what, even if I didn't use my phone, I've gotten away without the optical zoom or digital zoom, and it's been fine. no one's ever like, hey, why didn't you zoom up on that thing, right? Because sometimes it will crop. And again, I'm doing vlog content, so it's just more laid back anyways.
Yeah.
It's awesome. I mean, awesome. We haven't even talked about it though. The coolest feature of the Osmo, period, is the PTZ function for live streaming.
Yeah.
Which nobody uses it for that.
I know, it's crazy.
I feel like I'm maybe one of a handful that use it for that function. I know for a fact because we have a video where you talk about my live stream setup and the PTZ function, being able to remote controlled by Neutrally, who runs the live streaming show, is one of the greatest features because you used to have to pay more, or the camera itself was just for that function, right? PTZ cameras, they're not really the most sexy for creators because they usually aren't something you can take with you. But this, you can take and vlog, do your normal vlogger kind of stuff. You can also create legit videos. I mean, like it's got like such high-end like quality, image stabilization, whatnot. You know, especially the Pocket 4 has like cinematography level capabilities.
Yeah.
But the PTZ function being in that thing for live streams, and if you don't know what PTZ means, that's point, tilt, zoom. So it means that the head of the camera can move around just like this. And that's what the camera you use to go vlog with.
Yeah.
That's never been done because it's usually been a fixed lens that doesn't move around. And this is why, I mean, there's a whole like side note. DJI just got lucky here because they were making these cameras for drones.
Yeah.
So they had to be on a gimbal to be stabilized, and they had the ability to move because when your camera is flying up there, you don't always want to turn your what do you call it? The drone itself. You could turn just the camera. So then when you put that onto like an actual handle for a camera for a person to use, everything else just kind of made sense. So even the PTZ function, which is unique, I think, there's not any cameras I know of that can do PTZ at that small of a form factor. Game changer.
Well, especially ones that are vlog cameras too, that are multi-purpose. That's why it's such a versatile and crazy camera, because of that ability. That's the amazing piece.
That's the video I want to do. And so I know I keep geeking out, and I will say it's like, maybe you're not interested in this. I'm going to do a video about this because it's such a big deal for the future of content creation that you can do everything with one device. And my wife now, this is a big one. We used a Canon G7X Mark II. That's the old one. That's like 10 years old. We bought a whole bunch as the 3 came out because the 3 wasn't as good as the 2. We're down to our last one, and Judy doesn't want to get a new one. She wants to go to the Osmo Pocket 3 or 4. That's why I've been holding off on buying her one. And so our house will be full of these pockets.
Yeah, I mean, you may be able to do it soon because the expected launch date now is April 20th. So not quite by the next time we do this show, but soon after that, we'll hopefully be able to talk about it and maybe even bring it on the show and discuss it. The expected prices, and of course, these are always kind of all over the place in terms of what people are going to say, but it makes sense. They're going to fit the launch prices of the Pocket 3, which is $499 to $599 for the Pocket 4 base, or $649 to $749 for the creator combo. But of course, you have a lot of that creator stuff. There's some other stuff in there too. You should check it out for the reporting and those leaks at thenewcamera.com. I'll put the link in the description as well. But just really interesting stuff. And again, I think just impressive to see the versatility of the Pockets. Actually, by the way, one thing, Benji, I bet you the reason you're going to want a Pocket 4 is for your live streams because of the PTZ and the zoom. If you can get optical zoom on your live stream using the Osmos, you can get nice and close on the food and things like that. It'll make it look way better.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, Neutrally likes that too.